Welcome to the 5-Year Plan Podcast.
Hooray!
Pod 218. Sponsored by Vector Printing. For your print and embroidery needs, go to vector.co.uk. That's Vector with a
K.
K.
You don't sound so surprised.
Well, didn't sound surprised.
You
Just get pre-season sharpness.
Yeah.
Okay,
Not
all right.
much, we're not pod fit yet, are we?
Come November.
I mean, we're
this will be
fit.
really
We're not
sharp.
pod fit. You know what I mean?
We are not fit in any way. And
Speak for yourself.
JCIS, the global research and brand consultancy from South London, visit... I'm much fitter than you are.
Oh, dear.
Sorry. I lost my flow. JCIS, the global research and brand consultancy from South London. Visit jc-is.com. Oh, yeah, we haven't worked out who's going to do it.
I will.
Okay.
You will work it out, or
I will.
Good. Okay. Right. Let's get some match fitness going, guys.
yeah, can I just point out the if we're going to be doing this on TV,
Yeah.
it's not me so much. It's Mrs. Day's going to want some notice
Okay.
because the place is full of Edinburgh stuff, getting ready to go to Edinburgh.
It looks fine. It looks.
Yeah, of course
fine.
it does, because you're a bloke of a certain age. You don't care what it looks like, do you? I won't tell her. She won't be watching, but just in case.
It's just for our YouTube people. Just a little pod.
We've
pod
got
teaser.
YouTube people.
I don't like,
Yeah,
I don't
Who's
like
our-
it because I can actually
we've
see
got-
what's going on it, and it just makes me feel like I'm in one of those really dodgy corner shops at like 1 a.m. in Brixton, like looking for booze that I shouldn't be looking for, with
Looking
a
for
little
what?
monitor, like monitoring everyone in the shop. It's one of those, basically.
CCTV.
I can see myself over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew there was a word for it. It's basically like that over there. I don't like it.
It's not so much that we can see what's going on; it's the fact that they can see what's going
Well,
on.
they can't see now, but they will. It's not live.
I know it's not live.
But they will like later on at some.
Yeah,
at some
so
point.
they can
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
They
not.
can
But that's
see-
how YouTube works.
they'll be able to see. Oh yeah, I know how YouTube works. I know I'm older than you, but I know how YouTube works. I didn't know how WhatsApp worked, but they're going to be able to see him not paying attention. They're going to see
Yeah.
the actual amount of wine I drink.
But that,
They'll see
well,
the back of your
we
head.
can cut that out. You're just going to have to pay more attention.
And who's our YouTube people?
We got a few people that we started a YouTube channel
Why?
because it's 2017 and
It's
you know,
also like pre-season, so we've not got a lot.
and
else to
also
talk
we
about.
do like we're
I'm having
pretty
to
we
stretch
do
this out
everything,
for
don't
10
we?
minutes.
We've done a lot of other stuff, so we're like, why not do? We
What?
do a podcast, we do a website, we do
Embroidery.
embroidery,
Yeah.
Gyro.
gyro,
Redeveloped.
Okay, is that the official way of saying it?
Do I look Dutch? I don't know.
Well, you said it. You said that with quite a lot of conviction.
Somebody asked me today of how come the J in Ajax is a Y. How come he's gyro,
That's a good point.
not gyro? But I said it's something to do with where the J is in the sentence. I've bluffed it out basically.
Okay, good.
I think
yeah.
we should wait for Chris Greers and the Palace TV to officially get it wrong, and then we'll know what it is. But it's a good signing though.
It's a great
It's
signing.
going to be a difficult chant if he scores.
Very true.
It takes some time. It's a very good signing. It's been going on for some, even though you've been promising it on your London Today every day.
It's not called London Today, but it's
What is it?
fine.
London Football?
Doesn't matter what it's called.
No,
It
what's it
doesn't
called?
matter. It's called football.london.
Oh, football.london.
Yeah.
That's it, yeah.
But other
Yeah.
websites are available.
No, it's a very good sign. And if you look at some of the money that has been spent on defenders, mainly by Man City in the last few days,
Yeah.
the reported fee of 8 million. I'm not even sure if it's pounds or euros, but
It's 7.9 million or so.
pounds.
Yeah.
But that,
But for a 21-year-old,
for a 21-year-old with that much experience, with a few international caps,
yeah,
who's a specialist in the position that he wants us to play through at the back, and
Yeah.
Riedewald is just obviously going to be the left-footed
yeah.
one in that. So I think it's really exciting.
Can
I
I
think
offer you
lost-
a stat quickly, really quick stat?
Yeah.
When Andy was talking about his metronomic passing, which, by the way, excellent description. I think that's the first time I said that word ever on the podcast. Last season in the Eredivisie, Gyro had the highest
Gyro, yeah,
pass completion of any player,
Yeah.
92.1%.
and that's in a very technical league as well.
Yeah, I mean
Right.
that's exactly the sort of player that we want in, isn't it?
Well, it is. I mean, there's always going to be those gainsayers or naysayers who say, "Well, let's see if he does it with he's got two people breathing down his throat." But I think he can. I think this idea, some Palace fans still say, "Oh, De Boer's got no experience in the Premier League." It's like, at one stage, every manager who managed in the Premier League didn't have any experience in the Premier League,
Yeah.
including Conte and Mourinho.
Mm-hmm.
He's had a bit of experience now with West Brom. He clearly wouldn't have brought the player in unless he thought he was ready for it. Loftus-Cheek, I think, is a great acquisition. I think there's a couple of really good turns and runs against West Brom. I just slightly resent being part of the Chelsea machine.
Do we think we're going to... Or do you think Riedewald is the first example of this kind of De Boer effect
Oh, well, I was quite sceptical about De Boer, and I remain slightly sceptical about how well he will translate what he did in the Eredivisie into a foreign division.
He's the one I meant.
Well, no, because he has only managed successfully at one club. And he managed successfully at one club.
Very successfully
for the first 4
I don't
years.
think you can judge him on Inter Milan.
I was going to make a caveated point here, and you already. I was about to move on and say but.
Okay,
and you're not even let me get to the part before the but yet.
The part before the but, isn't that the?
Don't ask me.
It's a family podcast. Let's move on.
It was for basically the reason that he's not got a demonstrable track record at multiple clubs in multiple divisions, like someone, for example, Koeman did. He'd already been, albeit that he'd failed, but he'd been to multiple clubs before he ended up at Southampton. When you kind of knew that he had that track record of doing it in different contexts, De Boer I don't think necessarily has that yet. He may well be able to do so, and Kevin makes a completely apt point that there are plenty of managers who just need the opportunity to prove it in a new context and then do brilliantly. So that's the point.
Would you rather have gone for Warnock then, because he's got Premier League experience?
Well, no, in the same way I wouldn't have rather gone for Alan Ball.
Fair enough. Well, he's dead, so...
Well, no, quite, but you have to pick an appropriate candidate.